pretty special. But did you know that your special dog could earn big bucks as a star? Les Trent on what it takes to be a superstar on the doggy stage.
Let's face it, dog owners everywhere think their dog is a star.
He has special talent. He loves to listen to music, and he loves to play the piano.
Oh, he has a good note.
Well, if your dog really is ready for the big time, take him or her to a dog audition. That's right, a dog audition. Now, more than ever, our four-legged friends are wanted for movies, television, and print ads, and they can earn up to a whopping $1,500 a day. Not bad, Fido. Bash Dibra is a canine acting coach and casting agent in New York, and he knows how to spot talent.
He's looking for a modeling job, isn't he? Well, you actually see talent here, and we see them as true actors. We call them animal actors.
Bash's most recent discovery was Wesley, who went on to play Rags on the sitcom Spin City. So back to the auditions. How can you tell if your furry friend has any star power? Bash told us you first have to notice a talent your dog has.
Stay.
This one actually eats out of his owner's mouth.
Good boy.
At the audition, make sure your dog is well groomed, and a few costume changes couldn't hurt. Having a portfolio for your dog isn't a must, but it helps to determine if your dog is photogenic. And, most importantly, smile.
Shares his methods in this very readable book titled Dog Training by Bash. Please welcome Bashkam Dibra. I said that pretty good. Please welcome Bashkam.
People have this feeling that, I'll leave my dog alone, and the dog will be upset, and develop all these what's called anxiety separation. Technically, time doesn't exist for them. You might have left 5 minutes ago, an hour ago. He just left, he came back. So don't feel upset about that.
You mean if you go away for 2 days,
well,
it's the same as going away for 3 or 4 hours?
Well, don't leave him alone for 2 days,
Well, they just have not as good a sense of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they can't judge minutes, but if you leave for...
Yeah, it doesn't really, they don't register the time as we do.
Oh, okay. And you also suggest people should put their dogs on a treadmill if they don't exercise, or someone doesn't exercise?
Exercising your dog is the most important thing in developing what's called bonding. A lot of times, behavior problems that you exist with a dog is lack of exercise. They tend stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of times I always tell my clients, always take your dog out for those nice walks.
Yeah.
A lot of times what happens, I live in New York City, I work in New York City, people don't have the time to really exercise the dog, so we train them to go on the treadmill. And they go on the treadmill, and they go there for like 5 minutes, is equivalent to them running around for an hour or so.
And you also recommend Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies for the dog. Let's go center stage here and see what we have. You're going to demonstrate for us now? Some is like untrained, right, Doc? Just wild, crazy dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, puppies.
His name is Dickory Doc.
Dickory Doc.
Dickory Doc.
That's right. And he's a show dog. He really is a show dog. And any puppy training you do, you should always start training your dog really young. It's like programming the right behavior. Dog, like a puppy like this, what you really have to do is develop what's called dog language.
Dog language?
Dog language. And in the world of dogs, they don't see colors we do. The world is very black and white.
Okay.
So everything you do is very simple. So we have to do everything simple for Dickory Doc.
Okay.
And in this situation, what we're going to do now is show what dominance is, what we call the alpha leader of the pack.
Ah, all right.
Okay, now watch this. We turn on his back.
Turn on his back.
And put him like such. And this is very important because you will rub his belly a little bit.
Rub his stomach? You like that? The dog thinks he's training you. There we go.
There. And then by doing that, what you're really establishing is eye contact.
Eye
He's
contact.
looking at me. If you want to kiss him...
Are we going to make out with the dog?
Yeah.
Now, isn't this called foreplay? Maybe I'm confused.
It's called
positive bonding or something.
Exactly. And this develops a really positive behavior in training because then it starts the stages for being the best show dog the dog is going to make him.
Joe Montana, Robert Foxworthy, William Dave Cobb, Edie McClure, and goodbye to the Killerman.
Morning, Brian. This story is about a dog therapist who specializes in what he calls behavior modification. And he's so busy you can hardly get an appointment to see him.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
His name is Bashkin Dibra. His clients call him Bash. Mostly, Bash makes house calls for people like Marianne Crenshaw who are having problems with their dogs.
She is absolutely kana non grata in the Hamptons. I don't think she'll ever be invited to the Hamptons again. My hostess insisted that we leave the dogs in the car, and suddenly I hear this horrible shrieking and screaming. And
Bash comes up with a diagnosis.
It's the separation anxiety. Kids do that to parents when the kids leave a child the first time.
Don't leave me.
Yeah, screaming.
Then he shows Marianne what to do about it.
Stay.
Stay.
And walk away. And every time you do that, the separation becomes lessened.
Bash talks like a psychiatrist.
The best way to do it is early imprinting, early socialization. Then when this happens, you develop a wonderful bonding, a wonderful communicative way of dealing with each other.
Come stay with your mama.
Thinks Bash is part psychotherapist, part magician.
When he came through the door, our dog just jumped up on him saying, well, here's another person I'm going to dominate. And when he came through the door, he sort of pushed her back, and the dog said, uh-oh, things are going to change.
Bash diagnosed her dog Samantha's problem as aggression and showed her what to do about it.
And the snap has to be like a whip, a quick snap. And as you say the word no, you would snap and say to Samantha, no.
Now Samantha would rather kiss than bite.
Yeah. Yeah. Left foot forward, heel.
Bash also teaches what he calls socialization classes. 8 sessions for $125.
This is therapy. It's group therapy.
Some of the dogs take to it more quickly than others.
Magic. Sit.
Celebrity, forever bumping into his graduates and their owners. People like Bill Lerner and Bear.
Right now he knows how to sit, and I'd also like to train him to fetch and play frisbee and go after things in the water.
Many of Bash's clients are referred by veterinarians who take his brand of dog psychology quite seriously.
He seems to handle almost any type of behavioral problem that I can throw at him. Everyone is very happy with Bash.
Good. Okay, let's make it pretty before the actual shoot.
Here's one of Bash's great success stories. A former bad actor named Max, who now is an aspiring model. He's preparing a portfolio.
Look at that. Superb.
Max has come a long way since the day his owner, Sharon Klein, called Bash with a panicky message.
I need you to come and help me. My dog is eating all my plants, and he's peeing all over the house, and I need help with this.
And when she doesn't listen, we don't never hit a dog. Never. But we give it a correction, a little tug.
Bash usually starts new clients off with basic training. He teaches Tara Shannon how to get her dog Pinky to sit.
So in the beginning, we give a body structure. So we do this, body language. Pinky, with the right hand, we give a gesture. We say sit. So she looks up, sit. Now, as we do it, within 3 seconds, we give a command, say, no.
With Randy Heine's dog Hampshire, the problem is more complicated. Randy is pregnant, and Dash diagnoses what he calls impending sibling rivalry. He taught Hampshire who was boss, and he showed Randy that stroking the chin was a lot better than patting the head.
When somebody says like this, what a great dog, the dog says, I'm great. Well, how come I'm being hit?
Once a week, Bash takes his own dogs to a nursing home.
I just love her.
The old folks take turns with Bash's dog. No fees, no training, just lots of hugging and kissing.
Are you crying? No. Well, that's love.
Bashkin Dibra is a very nice man. He loves dogs, he loves people. He uses the jargon of psychotherapy better than any dog trainer I've ever heard, and he makes a terrific living out of all that.
And obviously it helps if you have good looks and talent, but sometimes you have to be willing to sit up and beg for that perfect role. Barry Mitchell went to an audition to find out what it takes to make an actor the top dog.
You've heard of American Idol? Meet American Fido. These dogs are all here to audition for StarPet, and it's a dog-eat-dog business. I see big things for you. I'm going to star you in my all-canine remake of The Matrix, The Mutt Tricks. What do you think? Bash Dibra, what is StarPet?
StarPet is making the average pet owner a star. It's a 6-week workshop where we train the owner to train the dogs, and then we become a booking agent, and then also we try to place them in print ads, in commercials, and eventually big feature movies.
Now here's a professional dog, has his own publicity photos.
Yes, this is Chadwick's first 11 by 14.
Maybe he'll autograph one for me later.
Maybe with a paw print.
Earl, over here. How about giving us a couple of sound barks? Bash, what's going to be happening here tonight?
Well, we're going to have a casting call. All the dogs individual have an opportunity to show off their stardom quality.
Roll over.
Oh.
Roll over.
I like her looks. She has star quality.
Well,
I see here print jobs, commercials, and then eventually a TV sitcom.
What did you prepare for us today?
he has a monologue.
He has a monologue? Okay. Is it from Dog Day Afternoon?
Morgan, sit. Sit.
You know, if we need a sound effect of a creaky door, we can hire you. The heck with the dog. You have a future in sound effects.
Roll over. Roll over. Roll over.
Yes, okay. Earl, you did very well, Earl. We'd like to give you this self-study course at home. Teach Your Dog to Behave by Bash Dibra. Study this, come back in a few weeks, we'll talk again, okay? How much is that dog in the window? I think they're all stars. Sign them all up.
Let's sign it up right now. How much is that dog in the window? I do know that dog is for sale.
Oh, very cute. You see the dog playing the piano there at the end?
They all
Very
seem to have stage fright, though. What